Today on the Fairy BOSSmother Show,
Heidi is still trying to figure out Heidi.
I met with brand photographer Heidi Young,
I am a fearless photographer.
a woman who helps everyone else show up boldly, but freezes when it's her turn.
There's a lot of faults and weaknesses that I have to change.
Every time when someone gives her feedback, she pulls all the way back to level 1, deletes herself. Heidi, do you love yourself?
Thought I did.
Rethinks her voice
Am I going to be able to do it all?
and hides her own power behind camera.
I love helping others, but I don't want to help myself.
But if she keeps listening to everyone else, she's never going to hear herself. You've got to stop thinking about what other people think, Heidi. Can I help Heidi stop shrinking? Heidi, Heidi, equals fearless. Heidi, you are fearless. And finally step into the spotlight that she built for everyone else but herself. Let's create Heidi's persona. Someone who is wild, someone who is fearless, someone who is bold, someone who is loud. Let's meet Heidi Young. Now, before we meet Heidi, I asked her a few questions about herself and her business, considering that she's a returning client of mine. Let's see what she says behind the scenes. When I asked her, what is your business all about and who do you serve? Heidi says she's a branding specialist photographer with strategic process for all marketing purposes. Heidi, I know you could do better than that. She's not giving herself enough power with exactly what she does. Strategic posing can mean absolutely anything. So what is her true power as a photographer, and why would someone choose her over all these other brand photographers? I'm going to get to the meat of this, and I'm going to see exactly what she says about herself and how we can tweak this to her advantage. When I asked her, what are your main goals in your business right now? Heidi says, grow my client list and start promoting my memberships and digital products. Okay, I don't know what her digital products are, so I'm curious to know what she's done since working with Boss Diplomat and how she's been able to transform some of the things that we worked on with bringing out her personal brand and how this reflects into the work she does, specifically on the marketing end. I'm going to be curious to know how far she's taken the work that we've done together and whether she's cranked it up a notch or not. When I asked her, what's the biggest challenge you're currently facing in reaching those goals? She says one word, confidence. Now, this is a really big one because Heidi has always had a confidence issue. I want to know exactly what obstacle she's facing in getting that confidence higher because she deserves it. And there must be something that's going on that is crushing her confidence, even at this stage of her business. When I asked her, have you done any work on building your personal brand? She said, yes, really trying to nail my message and what I do and why I'm different than other photographers. Now, Heidi and I have already done the work, so it sounds like she has yet to fully implement the work that I've done on her personal brand and pushed it into the rest of her services. I want to know, what is Heidi afraid of right now? Because something is clearly in her way. She's not finding the courage to push it out. Let me see if I can turn that around for Heidi in this episode. Let's meet Heidi Young. Heidi, welcome to the Fairy BOSSmother Show. How are you doing today?
Getting ready for this. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, I've got my gloves on. So you have a choice, Heidi. Do you want the full boss mode where I take the gloves off and I go really hard on you and become unfiltered? Or do you want the gloves on and I go slightly softer on you?
Well, since I'm not wearing gloves, I think you should take your gloves off as well.
The gloves are off, the fists are out. Okay, well, Heidi, welcome to the ring. I want to see what you're all about because I don't think the audience know this, but Heidi worked with me a few years ago on her personal brand. Heidi, can you tell the audience who are you and what you do? Most importantly, where were you before you and I started to work together?
Heidi is still trying to figure out Heidi because she's at a stage in her life where she's now 47. So when I met you even just 2 years ago, I was just at a different phase in my life. So now I'm premenopausal, right? All that fun stuff. And so hormones are going crazy.
Yeah.
And marriage is different, life is different, work is different. Like so many, I can't believe just 2 years stuff can change. But when I first met you, I was really just trying to figure something out, going from a stay-at-home mom to I need something to do. What can I do? And you really brought me out of that and was just like, this is what you are great at and brought all of it together. And then since then, I've been able to kind of take it and put my own stuff on it. So, essentially, I'm a fearless photographer. I say the things that people probably shouldn't say, or they think they can't say. Like, I correct people, I reposition them, I fix the poses, I'll fix your hair, I'll fix your shirt. Like, I'm pretty, I don't want to say controlling because it's not the right thing, but
Yeah.
I like to have, I do, I like having control of the photo shoot, right from what clients are wearing all the way down to how they're posing themselves. Because I think that's really important for their brand,
Yeah.
because sometimes how we show up is like the words and the actions don't always match up, right? So I know I have to like push back and ask questions, and because I need to make sure I'm doing the right thing for my clients.
Okay, so you mentioned, Heidi, that a lot of the times your clients, their words and their actions or the way they perceive themselves doesn't match. But you also know this, that a lot of people, when it comes to cameras, they shrink. They don't expand. They just like, oh my God, someone is watching me. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll do this pose. And just, they just feel really, really awkward. And then they become this like fake, polished, this is how headshots are done kind of pose. And then they become really inauthentic in themselves. So how do you fix that for them?
Oh gosh, it's a lot of therapy. I feel like my photo shoots really are therapy sessions in that way, because there are times, I mean, I've had a couple of clients like cry because, I'm trying to get I am getting the authentic look. I want the real, raw smiles.
Yeah.
And if I need to ask certain questions to get that real emotion, I'm going to ask them. So, yeah, I forgot the question, but I think that's the answer.
All good, Heidi. Listen, one of the things that you and I was fixed on was the name of your business, because we were going back and forth, and you just kept thinking, yeah, this is good, but it doesn't feel like me still. And then we landed on one, and you're still sticking with it. So what is that name, and why did you decide on this name for your business?
So it's Fearless Persona Photography. A couple different reasons why I wanted to find my own name was because my husband is also a photographer as well. And the HYN Group is our other brand, and that specializes in all things real estate. And I needed a brand for women in business. Like, actually, and that's what's transformed, is I thought I just wanted to work with women, and I don't.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
working with men and women. So anyways, I needed something for that.
Yeah.
And it was like, how can I separate myself that stays true to my personality, who I am? And because I am essentially fearless, like stuff comes out, there's no filter. It's, it can be a good and bad thing. It's my strength and my weakness. So, but yeah,
You know what? It's not your strength or your weakness. It's your superpower, girl.
Yes. So I agree, but I think also our superpowers can maybe be a weakness, at times, but it maybe not, and maybe that's the thing. It's just standing true in that conviction that it is my superpower, and bam, right? Standing true in that. But yeah, so I kept it. I love it. And it totally resonates. And I'm like, yes, I'm a Leo anyways, right? Too.
Yeah.
So my personality, you get what you see what you get, and there's no other. It's one, or you know what I mean?
You get what you get, right? With what you get.
Yeah, like I'm not different. I'm the same all the time. How
Yeah.
my persona on social media is my persona in real life.
Yeah.
There's no difference. It's the
Yeah.
same thing, and it's always fearless.
Yeah. All right. So speaking about fearless, I want to learn a little bit more about what you've been up to since you and I have launched Fearless Persona Photography, right?
Yeah.
What is the biggest thing from getting to where you want to be? Like, what are the things that made you go, oh my God, I'm still struggling with this thing, and it's really annoying? Because you mentioned, all right, you're in a new phase in your life now, right? New age, a lot of different things are happening to you right now, and you're in a different stage in your life than you were 2 years ago. So how has that moved with your business and your personal brand?
You're taking the gloves off. Okay. So, there's been a lot. So a lot of personal growth is happening right now, which was happening a little bit ago, but now I'm really diving into it and really owning it and doing the work, right? I know I always needed to do the work, but now I'm actually doing the work. I think we, as small business owners, when people become a small business owner, I was just talking about this today, and I made a reel about it. I was doing videos today in the studio, and I was talking about that, and just how, being a small business owner, we come up with ideas, like we're creative, right? It usually starts with an idea that we have a passion for or something, right? But we're not all supposed to be like, I'm trying to find the actual words for it. It's like I have great ideas, right? But they're like strengths and weaknesses where it's like I know there are things that I'm not always so good at, which is like I'm good at telling other people how to market and
Right.
say certain things, but I'm not good at doing that for myself. It's refining, honing that, trying to figure all that balance because I don't know, I just feel like that's what it's like in the very beginning. You're trying to figure all of that out.
So you still in
And
the I'm figuring things out stage still?
yeah,
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 yeah.
because as much as I loved doing like branding
Mm.
and headshots, like my problem is I like a lot of things. Like I
Yeah,
love the family portraits. I love doing events. Actually, event photography is I love it. But I love branding too. Like
right.
I love all the ideas and the creativity. Like there's different aspects to each thing that I do and I like it all. That's my
Yeah. So you're not able to like settle on this is the type of photography that I like. Because I think what's happening, Heidi, is there's of course it's fine to like lots of different groups
right.
and helping lots of different types of people. But I get the feeling you're getting stuck on how to position yourself so that you fit all of those different categories. And as a sense, that's why you're having a really hard time kind of like verbalize this is what I've landed on. So, Heidi, I'm going to pull back a little bit. If someone was to describe you, one word, just pick one, what would that be?
Loud.
Loud? Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. And are you good with being loud? Like if someone said, oh my God, that Heidi is loud, your reaction would be,
That's true. That's accurate.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But would you be happy with that? Would you be
So,
like, yeah,
no, is that
I am
why?
loud? Oh, sorry.
No, I would own that. Absolutely 1000% because I know it. And yeah, my goose honk laugh is what makes me original. So that and my laugh, and it's loud and obnoxious and I'm not afraid of that. So at
Yeah.
all. And
Yeah.
I think my problem that I am having is actually standing true in that and knowing that I'm okay with it and being okay with it and saying I'm okay with it and actually being okay with it. I think that's the problem I'm having is I'm still not 100% like there's a little bit there holding me back to not fully owning
Definitely.
it. Do you know what I mean?
Earlier, Heidi, you sounded quite emotional when you were talking about there's just changes. There's so many changes. I'm going through this and that. And, I could feel the emotions coming on. Why is that? Why is that so emotional for you?
Just because I know I have a lot of things to work on. There's a lot of faults and weaknesses that I have to change. And it's just a lot of work, you know?
Mm,
That's all. And I'm 47 now.
yeah,
It's not like I'm in my 20s. Am I going to be able to do it all? Like, can I do it all? You know, is really what I'm struggling with just work and life, being a mom and a wife. Like,
yeah,
oh my God, it's just a lot.
yeah. Heidi, do you love yourself?
I thought I did. I'm not sure anymore.
Why is that making you say no? You're saying no to yourself right
I know.
now,
I know.
right?
I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of like stuck
Mm,
in a way where I love helping others, but I don't want to help myself. Like it's too hard to help my own self.
yeah,
It's so much easier to help other people. Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
So, Heidi, this is one thing I'd like to do with you right now. I just wanted to just take a deep breath, just ground yourself and just close your eyes so you're not looking at me, just completely by yourself. I'm just a voice in the sky. And I just want you to remember the word fearless. I want you to see your name in big letters, right? Heidi, Heidi equals fearless. Heidi, you are fearless. Nothing is stopping you. There's no limits to what you can do. You can fly through the sky and no one is going to hold you back. If someone says something about you, you're going to own it and say, absolutely, I'm loud. Absolutely, I'm obnoxious. If those are the words that you're using out of your mouth, girl, own it 1,000 times more. Because right now you're like, yeah, I'm loud. Yeah, I could be obnoxious. Who cares? Do it louder. Girl, be louder. Because right now, what's happening is I'm seeing this beautiful sunflower, Heidi, that's you. But girl, you are shrinking so much right now.
I feel it.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. So you know what? I'm gonna you know what, let's shake it out a little bit. Shake it out, shake it out. And rather than sitting like this, let's open up your chest a little bit. Yeah. Show up those boobs, girl. Come on. Right. Show them off. Big shoulders.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to cut myself off either.
Oh, who cares? Like, I want to see all of you, girl. Just like not your head. I want to see all of you. Right. This is fearless persona. You are the fearless persona, Heidi. You are the fearless persona. This is not about your clients. I don't even want to talk about your clients. I don't care about them. I care about you right now. This is about Heidi Young. Heidi Young is fearless. Now let's uncap that a little bit. What does fearless actually mean to you?
I think that's the issue and the hang up is I thought it meant one thing, and it really just means, to me, when I think of fearless, is not necessarily, I'm not afraid of saying what's on my mind. I'm not afraid of, saying my ideas and whatever they may be. I'm not afraid to just tell you like it is, and that's how I think of as being fearless. I also kind of do things that I probably should think through first, but I just dive right in. Like, I'm just somebody that does those kinds of things in all aspects of my life. And I think that's why I call myself fearless. And is it a good thing? Yes, right? But like a lion, because I do kind of simulate with that, where I'm like, oh, kind of like a lion. Like, I am a mama bear, or a mama cub, or whatever it is. Like, you attack somebody close to me and I will come at you harder. Like that. And I'm like that with everybody. It's
You're
not
protective.
Yeah, I'm not like that with yeah, exactly. So I think of it as that as well, and I'm just like, well, really, what does it mean? Learning about all these things and figuring out what is all the meaning of things, right?
Yeah.
Meaning of life.
All right, let's not go there. That's like that's another conversation for us to have. But it sounds like this dichotomy of like, oh, fearless, again, you're using words where you're saying fearless can mean this, but I'm not sure how other people will perceive this. You got to stop thinking about what other people think, Heidi. That's the first thing. But when you think about other people, is there someone that comes to your mind? Who is that other people?
I think it's women in general.
Interesting. Okay.
Not a lot, but I don't want to say anything to not be kind, but I do feel it's very hard for me to make friends. Right. And I'm also the type of person where I don't know. I don't know how else to say it without, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or come across as being
gloves off. Take the gloves off.
I'm really fucking confident and I have no problem saying what I need to say, but I am struggling with saying those things because I feel like we're in a world where words are so like you can't say anything anymore. So I'm so afraid of even just talking because I feel like somebody's going to be offended. And 2 years ago, that wouldn't have been an issue. But now I'm so more conscious of it. And it's really bothersome for me. And I don't know how to deal with it because I'm like, fuck this shit. Like, I'm sorry. If you can't have a fucking sense of humor, like, I love comedy. Like, Ricky Gervais is my favorite comedian. I think he's funny as AF. And but I don't think negatively of people that don't think he is. You know what I mean? Like, I can see perspective. I can see why somebody would think or see something else in a different light. And I don't understand why people aren't doing that, you know?
So Heidi, I feel like you're people pleasing right now because you're trying to, right. You said you originally wanted to work with women. That has shifted to everyone. But the people that you don't want to offend are also women because they're not getting you. They're not understanding you. They're not getting your perspective or your sense of humor. Fuck them. That's not your audience, right? At the end of the day, that's not your audience. I think one of the things that could potentially keep you in this bubble is, but at the end of the day, I'm a photographer. I need to make money for my business and I need to be able to will them in. But if they're not your people, Heidi, shut the door on them.
Yeah.
That's not the type of woman or the type of person you want to be working with because this is a mirror. I want the mirror to be turned this way now. I don't want you being distracted by other people now because right now you're going through a lot of introspection and a lot of conflicting introspection where your personal identity is like a mess at the moment. It's like it's been muddied. It's been very confused. You're letting other people's words dictate what you can and cannot do. Forget that. I'm telling you, drop that right now. Drop it. Seriously. Because that's keeping you small. You're shrinking a lot. And that is not the Heidi Young that I know. You're not someone who shrinks, but you let the world let you shrink a lot. And I think as a result, what that ends up happening is dulling your personality to a smaller version of you. You're scared to now speak up and be yourself, and you're using words just to be safe, right? That's not you. You keep using the word obnoxious. I want to see more of that, seriously. I want to see more of that. I want to see more loud Heidi, because I think she'll be fun as hell. And I know the minute you pick that camera up, that version of you comes out. But right now, the minute the camera's sat down and it's away, that personality goes with that camera.
Yeah. It's almost like the camera is almost like a safe, not a safety net, but almost like a baby blanket or like something like without it, right?
Yeah, without it, it's like,
which doesn't make any sense.
which is fine. As a photographer, you need your tool to be able to do your job, right? But you also mentioned a lot of the times you are therapy for your clients. So it's almost like you're protecting that identity. You're making them feel safe to be able to be themselves, right? But it only happens once they're in your door, in your space, in your presence.
Yes.
That cannot happen outside of that because that's gone.
Right.
So what I'm hearing is, okay, the word fearless, I think you're creatively fearless. That's the one thing that really came out. Creatively, you're like, boom, 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 and do all the things.
Yeah.
You do first and you think later, right? Which is great because as a photographer, you need to capture the moment, a moment that they haven't even captured for themselves. And I think that's why events is like amazing for you because so much happens. There's like microseconds of like amazing things that only you can capture. No one else, no one's even blinked an eye in that moment. But you have the power to be like, blink, look what you just did there. Did you notice that? And they're like, no, this is amazing.
I know, I love it.
Right. So I can see why you're gravitating towards that. But Heidi, I think maybe one of the homework for you is maybe buy a keyring or something really small you can keep in your pocket that kind of looks like your camera, right? And just keep it with you at all times. So you don't have your physical camera because it's big, it's heavy, it's bulky, but keep it with you. If that safety is what you need to truly be yourself and kind of like remind yourself and ground yourself, you know what, I'm being small again. Nope, this is me.
Yeah.
Use that. It's just like a little trigger, a silent trigger that no one else knows about.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on Amazon after this and buy one.
Yeah, and make it something like you can feel like if it's in your pocket, like it's cold or it's squishy or it's got some sort of texture, because then you're like, there's a little bit of weight to it, or there's a tiny little bulk to it that reminds you, oh yeah, this is me. I'm fearless.
I might just go get a tattoo.
No, not the tattoo, because you can't feel the tattoo until it's happened. Later on, it's going to disappear. It's going to blend away.
I'm just thinking because then it's there all the time.
You will forget it's there, though. You're going to forget. You're going to remember in the moment, but you want something physical that you can carry with you. A tattoo, you're gonna be like in love with it for like a week, and then eventually you're gonna forget it's there. It's like, oh yeah, oh it's here.
Okay. Keychain or something else. Got it.
Yeah, something symbolic. Okay, that's the first thing. I was curious to ask you though, Heidi, after all this time, what made you ready to come on the Fairy BOSSmother Show?
I haven't seen you in a while, so I was like, I need to talk to you. So why wouldn't I? I'm like, hello.
Like
hello.
live for everyone to see, not even a private conversation.
It's all about me, a time. And that's what's really funny is like a time for me to shine. Heck yeah. Even though I'm like, don't know how to say all the things I need to say, but I want the spotlight. So,
Heidi, like one of the things about you is you're talking a lot about, you don't know how to say the words, that's why you have a copywriter or, words. But you're a photographer. Your words shouldn't matter. It should be how people, it's the way you present yourself. The things that people visually see with their eyes, that is your creme de la creme, right? So forget about the words. If it comes unfiltered and if it comes out unrefined or whatever, do it. Because the people who are like you, who respect the hell out of that, they're going to gravitate towards you so much more than this version of you who is very prim proper, because we know that's not you. That's not you, girl. Remember when we had this conversation about your appearance and your photo shoot, and the one thing you said was, there's no way I'm taking this baseball hat off. And I was like, good, go all in.
Yeah.
You didn't expect that, did you?
No, I don't expect a lot of things that come out of your mouth. Which is why I love it. like same thing. You're fearless, blunt, honest, boom, own it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Girl, I'm gonna give you the mirror back. I want to see that version of Heidi. So this is your mirror. You can turn it to your face. The palm is your mirror.
Okay.
Right? Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror.
Hi, Heidi.
That is your perfect client. That is your perfect client. Someone who wants to be shown off in a bold light. Someone who doesn't want to be safe and they want to show off this other version of them, but they just don't know how to do it. And that's why they need an expert to be able to be like, oh, girl, I see you. I know exactly how to pull that version out on camera because I'm Heidi Young. I'm the fearless persona.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, bitch?
Right. Yeah. Right. So your words, Heidi, is I'm going to talk to Heidi right now. That's the bitch I'm going to help her. If you're not her, I might not be the right person for you, and that's okay.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I will say I've been really good with, I think I've been good with it, with finding, saying no to people. I have learned that, which is there are people I say no to. I'm proud in that aspect because I know sometimes people will say yes to all the things, right?
Yeah.
So, and in the very beginning, I was absolutely to everything. And then I had to put up these walls and go, what the heck? Because I was just all over the place and doing too much and burnt out. And so I'm like, well, I know who I want to work with, right? And I try to stay true to that.
Yeah.
Always, because I'm like, anybody else is just it's just not worth it.
They're gonna
my own mental health. It's not worth it. And it's not worth it to the person that thinks they want to work with me, but I know it's not gonna work. Like it's not, it's just not valuable for either one of us.
Yeah. Okay. So who do you say no to? Like, what is that type of person?
I say no to people who are not open to ideas, people that come in and say, I want this, and won't listen, right? So to those people, I say no, because it's about working together. I want to work with my clients. I'm not working for you.
Yeah. No, exactly. This is a partnership. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And in order for me to get what I need, I have to be able to recommend something, say something, and you're not going to just be like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like, you're not for me. Right. I'm not your photographer. Tell you flat out right now. And then the other people are, the ones that just don't want to pay for it,
Oh, gosh, you're not running a charity. Get out of here.
You know what I mean? Like, guys, I am, even in my networking group, it's like, so how can we do this without it like costing anything? And it's like, what the why am I networking with these people? Because it's just like, you're networking, you're trying to make business, get business. So do the business. Like, I don't understand it.
You're in the wrong room.
I am in the wrong room.
There's the door. Tell them to walk through it and you'll follow after them.
Or probably not. Like, just keep going. I'll find my own way.
Just keep going the other direction. But I think that door is probably not the right door for you to walk into.
Yeah, I think so too. So, but it took me a while to learn that.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing, right? When someone doesn't value you, Heidi, that's when they're like, you know what? Let me see if there's 10,000 other ways for me to work with you just so that I can get something for free.
Right.
So they're not valuing you right now, Heidi. They don't see your value. And I think that's what the problem is, because when you're shrinking and when you're not confident in yourself, forget about your work, right? This is about you right now. When you are not being authentic to you inside, Tam, Heidi's in there somewhere, but I'm really struggling right now. I'm struggling to show that side of her. I think we are now in a position, Heidi, where we have to create that persona for you. This is the persona where you have created this other version of Heidi. This is the Heidi that comes out when the cameras are on, when the eyes are on you, when that camera is in your hands. You don't have to show them all sides of you, the wife, the mother, the other business hat. Heidi Young, fearless persona, becomes this woman. And if that means you become louder, you have no filter, you are all over the place with your creativity, because that's, you're a whirlwind of creativity. We need to show that. It's like, remember the Jim Carrey movie, The Mask?
No, I was thinking of the Tasmanian Devil. I thought that's where you were going. When he like zips around and it was like,
yeah, but that's like an unrefined like chaos. I'm talking about you're gonna capture, like if you were to capture this little bee and put it in a jar,
Yeah.
That's your persona. You've
The
trapped your
mask is,
persona.
yeah. I agree with you on that. The analogy. Yeah, it's not the right personality. So yeah, the mask, absolutely. When he put on that mask, he was bam.
That's
Yeah.
what I want to see. I want bam Heidi. So
Yeah.
it's like you physically have to be like, wear this mask. The mask
Yeah.
can come off and you could completely like decompress and go, I'm not performing right now. But I think what we need right now, Heidi, is we need the performer Heidi to come out.
Yeah.
And she only needs to come out like maybe 1 hour a day or something, or when you're doing your thing.
I've got an hour I can spare for a persona.
Yeah. So because fearless persona, it is in the name in your business. Let's create Heidi's persona, someone who is wild, someone who's fearless, someone who is bold, someone who is loud, someone who doesn't give an F if you like this photo or not. But they will like this photo because you've got that mirror in front of you. And you're like, dude, you're just like me. We're gonna hit it off. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
And they're gonna do all the thing. You are the creative director behind this camera in this photo shoot, not them. It's like, gotta put that hat on. Creative director, this is me. This is my hat. You're in my booth now. Let's get it on.
Yeah, I know. I think that the struggle there is just now, how do I turn this into a business and run the business side of it? Do you know what I mean? And that's where I get convoluted, because, I have that persona and be fearless and the creativity and blah, 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 but then I got to put the business on it. And it's a lot. So I definitely know I'm at a point where I need help. I probably have always should have had help, just haven't gotten it. So,
Yeah.
I need help with that side so that I can put my focus and energy into all the other stuff that I'm so good at,
Yeah. So we will talk about the Boss Diplomat Code after this episode.
Okay.
But what we need to do is your foundation is there, but we just need to peel the layers back a little bit more. We made a good start, but I think you need to lean into it 1,000 times more.
Yeah.
And then what happens afterwards is we need to build the structure in your business to house this chaos, this creative chaos. You don't have a system right now, it seems. So I'm going to prove this to you because Heidi, I'm going to look at your website and see what fearless persona looks like
Oh boy.
online. How do you feel?
I'm actually really excited because I'm going to be doing some changing up the copy, and my copywriter is very interested to hear what you're going to have to say. So
I get the feeling copy has nothing to do with this. I'm going to look visually and see, is this fearless or is this not? So here we
okay.
go.
All right. Well, let me know. What do you think?
Let's have a look.
Oh boy, you're going to show it to everybody? You're sharing the screen?
Heck yeah.
Oh, that's not fun.
Okay. All right, folks. We are on Heidi's website. I've never seen this before. fearlesspersonaphotography.com. Okay. The first thing that I'm seeing is, dude, where the hell is your logo? Because you had this kick-ass lion and she's gone.
No,
Heidi, that was you in a logo form. Where are you?
Yeah, I took it off.
Why?
I don't know.
Get it back on.
Okay.
Get it back on. That's your fingerprint right there. And you've removed your fingerprint.
Yeah, I love my logo.
Yeah, I know, because you were gushing about it so much. And now I'm like, oh no, you're just like, you're turning into Apple with the boring like font. Like,
yes, no, I don't want to be like Apple.
yeah, we want the fearless back. All right, we need that back. Secondly, I'm seeing a ton of images just flashing before my eyes. I'm seeing the copy and I'm just like, I don't know who your audience is right now. I'm seeing, all right, family, love, laughter, and everything in between. Next, big pregnant bump, because growing a human deserves better than a mirror selfie. And it's so fast. Lots of boobs, unapologetic, unforgettable, unleashed. And then a computer, the energy, the detail. Okay, it's too fast. I can't read that, even though I'm trying to like keep up with the pace.
Yeah.
Immediately, Heidi, your business website is telling me she doesn't know who the fuck she's helping right now. Yeah. And to me, that sounds like this is a business that is still starting and has not evolved. And I know that you like doing all the things, but I think there's a better image that we can have on the hero page of your website. And do you know what I'm going to say right now? Can you guess? Yeah, girl, you should be the first thing people see. This is the person. This is the creative director you're going to be working with. And she is the fearless persona. It's not a business name anymore. That is your identity as the photographer.
Agreed.
You should not be secondary. This is your website. This is not about the client. It's about the photos that you take of them and their identity and their persona and their personality. Okay, tell me what's going in your mind when I said that?
No, I mean, you're right. and it's like heartbreaking at the same time. I'm like, ugh.
Why is it heartbreaking?
Well, it's just, it's all, come on. I mean, feedback is feedback and it's good, and criticism is good. We need it, but it's just like, okay, now I've got to work on my website.
All right, I'm going to give you one thing, one easy thing you can work on. All right, I'm going to go to the About page because I remember seeing something great. I want that photo on the home page. This one is perfect because number one, you have your power tool right there.
Yep.
That helps you become fearless, right? You look like you're in business, like you know exactly what you're doing. I love the expression that you have. The colors are very much the colors that you use to represent yourself. And you are telling, you are instructing, and you are commanding your client in that photo by pointing at them, going, that's the image I want.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
In all honesty, what is your actual, I mean, I know you just said it, but I need to hear it again. Like, what is your real response to this photo? Like, do you think it gives off a positive vibe? Not, I've had somebody tell me, they're like, wow, you look really like mean. So,
oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And now, of course, I can't please everybody, and I'm not trying to. That's not what I'm trying to do. I just was like, is that what people are seeing? Because I don't see that. But then again, I don't see what everybody else sees. And so I was just really curious, like, what do you get from that photo?
Okay, I'm going to ask you the same question. What do you think you see when you see this picture? How do you feel when you see this picture?
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's on my business card. I love this photo. It's just a little bit of like a little bit of spice, a little bit of like fresh, like poking you out, calling you out, but also at the same time, like friendly,
Right.
That's what I get from it.
Heidi, exactly that. Exactly that. You are in so much control in this picture of yourself, right?
Yeah.
This is not about the client. This is about the fact that you are going to be in control of this entire process with them, right? Yes. So we need to flip the script. If you know what, if someone says, "Oh, Heidi, you look mean," screw them.
Right.
That's not who you want to work with, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to lower your standards in your head for somebody else. There's always going to be a picture, right? Okay, you're a photographer. There's always going to be a photo that someone's going to go, and also we as individuals, we are the most self-critical. So the minute there is a little bit of criticism thrown your way, it's like, oh my God, my world is ending, right? But
right, you just did it to my website. That's why I was like, oh.
No. What I did was there is not enough of
good
you.
Way,
Heidi.
and not bad. I'm not saying bad. You did it good. This is good.
I need to see that fearless persona right now. The fearless persona is going to be completely dulled down. It's completely dulled down. I want to see you, Heidi. I want to see you doing your thing. I want to see who I'm going to be working with. I want to see whether this person is going to get me behind camera or on camera, or if I have to do all of that work. Because you don't want a client who's like, you know what? I'm going to post myself. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You're my photographer. I'm just going to treat you like a tool for my business. That is not the reason why someone's hired you. They can hire someone off Fiverr or whatever and get a really cheap, crappy photographer. They're hiring you because you are the creative director. Huge difference in value. So we need to amp up that boldness a little bit. No, a lot more, like 90% more.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Put that baseball cap on, and I'm going to repeat that again. Put that baseball cap on and show them that bolder side of you. And it does not matter if someone thinks you're this, and this. Who cares? You basically showing them what fearless looks like. I don't care what words you use. You know what? You can have a website with no words, and I still want to see, do I get Heidi when I see these pictures of yourself, of your clients, of the events? Or am I thinking she's just the photographer?
Yeah, it's really funny because I do branding. Even brand myself.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Heidi's like, oh my God, I'm getting hot. This hot is too much.
I'm like, where's my fan? I'm having a hot flash. I'm going to look for it. So hold on a second. Keep talking, but I'm looking for my fan.
Well, we are winding down the episode right now while you're looking for your fan, Heidi.
Okay.
Look, girl, You were in the hot seat for the Fairy Boss Mother. And I should tell the audience this. Heidi has not met the Fairy Boss Mother because this version of me is a new version of me.
No, I haven't. I don't like it. Go back.
I don't care what you say. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, you don't, and you're not supposed to. Right?
Look,
Isn't that what you're telling me?
no, what I'm telling you right now is, Heidi,
The hot flash continues.
you know what? I think you can suffer under the hot seat for another 10 minutes for your hot flash to continue. I want to see the hottest of the hottest flash right now.
Oh my God.
So here's the thing, right? You are worth becoming $1 million version of yourself. You're not there yet, but with a few small tweaks, you will be there. And a lot of it has to be with, I don't care what other people think. Yeah. This is the version of me. This is the persona that people are going to get when they work with me. And I'm going to do it deeper, like really Albert deep into this, right? So what's the biggest realization you've had today with the Fairy Boss Mother, Heidi?
I don't know if it's a realization as much as what I appreciate the most. Can I talk about that instead?
Sure.
Which is I appreciate so much the honesty and the feed like that. It's just what I live for, like I need people to talk to me like you do, like I need you in my pocket. Can we just put you in my pocket instead of a camera? And I pull you out when I need to.
Yes, it's called all of my work.
I know. But like I love just somebody telling me what I need to do, as much as I love control, but I do like somebody calling me out on my shit and just saying, hey, this is not right. You got to change this. So, that would be it.
Okay. And what is the one thing that you'll change today based on our conversation?
Oh, fucking ball cap I'm sleeping with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's volume. It's 100 max. It's not 90. I'm going to go in all and really start. And I know I need to start showing my work and behind the scenes and stuff. I know I have. I haven't been good at it. And now it's just going to be a fucking priority.
Yeah. You got to show up for yourself first, Heidi. This is not about other people. You have to show up for yourself. And this is how you build your personal brand, by doing the thing every single day, right? You have to live your brand. You can't just do it for other people. It's not about other people, Heidi. The more you show up for yourself, the better your business is going to become. And the more people are going to gravitate towards what you do, because you're not like some of those other photographers.
No.
Right? You're fearless persona. Like, hello.
I'm not saying that like that. Well, yes, I am. No, I'm not like that.
Right. You're not like that.
Stop apologizing for yourself.
Stop it. Stop apologizing. You're like, yes, I am that.
Yes, yeah. I know. I don't know why. Why do I fucking do that? It's so annoying.
You know what? You know the swear jars where every time when you swear, you have to put a penny in? You need one for every time when you apologize and say sorry.
Okay, yeah, no, because I'm not going to not swear. Like, I love to swear.
No, so you're going to like, that swear jar, the label's going to say, not swear jar, it's going to say sorry jar. Every time when you say sorry, every time when you say, I don't know, every time when you're unsure, penny. God, you're going to be $1 million brand in no time.
I need to go to the bank and get change because I'm very full already.
You're going to be poor by apologizing to yourself and others by doing that. So that's something else you could do. Forget the swear jar, sorry jar. The sorry jar is so that you don't shrink and you remind yourself, why am I saying sorry again? Who am I trying to protect? Why am I shrinking so much? Who told me to be this small? This is not me.
Yeah, no, it's true. And I do say that a lot where I apologize or negate my feelings, or you know what I mean? Like they're not right. Well,
here's another thing. Every time when you apologize, you got to give me $1. Just Venmo me $1.
Okay, that's just no. Okay, I mean you're taking the gloves off, but now you're just trying to take all my money too. Okay, no. Put it in a jar so I can go on a trip.
Do you believe, Heidi, we worked 2 years ago, but do you believe that you can implement some of the things that we talked about today, or do you need some help?
Oh, I can absolutely. I mean, I always need help. I'm a firm believer everybody needs help, right? Can I implement stuff on my own? Absolutely, but I do think it's great to have that help and also have accountability.
Yeah.
Sometimes having somebody check in with you and just go, hey, how's this going? I feel like is a really good tool to have somebody accountable.
Awesome. And then do you feel like, how would you feel if you nailed everything that we talked about and then some in 100 days?
Ooh, 100 days. Wow. I don't know, because it seems far, but not far. Like, so
Mhm.
obviously there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but in 100 days, I mean, well, what's that? Is that 2 months? 2.5 months?
Yeah,
3 months?
just
Oh,
under 3 months.
yeah, under 3 months. So I think that would be good. I don't know.
It's doable because that's
I mean,
where,
yeah, it's
yeah,
yeah. I was expecting you to say like a month. So it's totally doable. If you can't
yeah.
do it in 100 days, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 100 days is a total not personality shift. It's a total infrastructure shift. The way you think about yourself, the way you show up, the way you're building your business from the ground up.
Yeah.
All of that comes with, I need to be ready to turn this version of Heidi into $1 million version of Heidi. So
Yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
still you're going to walk into the right rooms where people are not saying, is there a way that we can barter? Like, no, you don't. That's not the room that you belong in. You belong in $1 million room where other people who are making crazy money are like, I need the fearless persona photographer
Yeah.
in my back pocket,
Yeah.
no one else.
Yeah, I think if I definitely could have that business structure, and so I know what I'm saying and how to say it and present myself on that level,
Yeah.
if I could do that in 100 days, fucking sign me up.
Okay, awesome. Well, Heidi, it was awesome to catch up with you again. Is there any last things you want to say before we close the show?
Just no. Thank you for reminding me that I need to do what I teach people to do. I mean, I know about it, but it's good to hear it out loud and have somebody else say it. And now it's that reality check that it's like, okay, you really got to do it. So,
Yeah. Well,
thank
Heidi,
you.
I'm going to pass my mirror to you here. Grab it.
Oh, thank you, my love.
All right, look in the mirror.
Yeah.
One last thing. Heidi, who are you and what do you do? One sentence.
I am a fearless photographer who takes captivating images of people that can't do it themselves. And I do it in the blink of an eye.
All right, I'm
That
going to
was
give you a
so
D.
lame.
I'm
That
going to
was
give
so
you a
lame.
D grade.
That was so
D.
fucking lame.
Gonna work on that. You got a few things to work on. All right.
I know. I need help with that too. Can you help me with that too?
Yes, I can. Well,
I know.
Heidi,
Twist
it was
my arm.
amazing having you on the Fairy Boss Mother Show. And hopefully, the next time you and I talk, I'm going to see that $1 million version of you right here on camera.
I hope so, because if not, I'm gonna come get you.
All right. If you enjoyed this episode of the Fairy Boss Mother Show and you're a small business owner, apply to be a guest on the show and get your very own live brand review. You can apply by going to my website, www.bossdiplomat.com, or snap the QR code on this video. See you soon.